This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Welcome to the Customer Service Podcast, where we talk about the transaction from both sides of the counter. I am Only K.
Mike Lowry.
Big Don.
You guys, last episode at the end, I talked about, or I briefly touched on a subject that I really wanted to get into. I didn't tell you what that was, but what it is scamming. So if you think you haven't been scammed in your life, you are lying to yourself.
You have.
Everybody has been scammed. At least I believe everybody has been scammed in America at least one time, which is probably an understatement, to be honest with you. I actually went and did some research, and I want to get into some scam facts about last year, about COVID season, about 2020. So you can look at this up on your own. On the FBI website, they gave you real numbers.
Feds, baby.
They say damn near 800,000 internet crime complaints were reported in 2020 compared to 2019 when it was about 467,000. So that's like almost double of the amounts of complaints for internet crimes. And those complaints, you know what they are. You know, I got scammed.
New scammers, old
scammers.
They out here.
Alien scammers. You know, it's alien scam
of course.
Of course. Out of all that,
Take me to your leader.
out of all 800,000, close to 800,000 complaints, they say about that would accounted for a loss of like $4 billion, which is like
Globally.
crazy. And that's here.
That's what we know of.
Right.
That's people who have been scammed who don't even want to report it because of pride.
It's embarrassing.
Ego. Yeah, it's embarrassing. You get hit for a couple $100,000 or something like that. That's embarrassing.
And you know those people who ain't reporting it, they are the super rich. You know, if
The Bobby Axelrods.
if somebody from like a tabloid or whatever doesn't catch it, you'll never hear about it, because I'm pretty sure they get the wildest types of scams.
Of course.
Speaking of types of scams, they also, on the FBI website, they gave you, or they'll show you the main scam types. According to them, the main internet crimes are, for 2020, are phishing scams, are non-payment, non-delivery scams, and extortion, which is probably what a lot of these celebrities go through, like on a daily basis.
facts.
My
Like that's
black
in
baby.
your accounting schedule.
Let me get.
To get extorted,
Word up.
you have an extortion at
Okay,
3
you got-
p.m.
you got-
tomorrow. Make
you
sure
got
you're ready.
mortgage, you got travel, you got extortion. It's right on your.
You think
your
they
balance sheet.
separate some funds? I found out this week that remember we were talking the other day. Tom Cruise's security costs him like $2-3 million a year, or something like that.
Yeah. What does that break down to?
It's
You had
something
before.
retarded.
What was it, like 50? Was it 50 a week? 50 days or something?
To protect this man.
What?
That's a scam right there. Like, Jesus.
I need to renew my
Christ.
Sora.
Yo, get it.
Yeah,
Get it. Because that's extortion right there.
it is extortion.
Because at $2 million, you think he has some type of, not necessarily an insurance policy, but just like some dark wallet that shit goes
He's in
sideways.
Scientology, bro.
You know what? Let's get off
He
that
might not
topic.
even be paying. He might not even
shut
be
this
paying.
shit down real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh man, that's what
Excuse
I told
me.
you, man. Them black cloaks coming through.
That's for after hours. We can talk about the
Sheesh.
conspiracy theories then.
That's gonna be $99.95 an episode too. So get ready, because we scamming the scammers. But yo, these types of scams. So I had to do some research, because I really didn't know what the different types were until when you read the definition, you start to think like, oh yeah, this was that type of scam. So a phishing scam, and they spell it with a PH. So it's PH. PH sounds like
not
F.
not
Yes.
phishing like how I thought
It's
it
like
was.
fat and fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it
Same
back
thing,
to
right.
For all y'all that don't know,
You know what I'm saying?
get it twisted.
You know what I mean?
So a phishing scam is a scammer sends a fraudulent message, usually by phone or email, pretending to be a reputable source in order to get sensitive info or unleash some sort of malicious, virus or whatever on your computer. So
Prime example. Hey, how are you? My cousin, who's a Nigerian prince, wants to send you some money. However, they froze his account. So for you to get the $2.5 million that's in your name that he already wrote for you, We just need your social, date of birth, and your address, and the check will be on its way.
Bro, the Nigerian Prince
That
scam
is
is
phishing.
legendary.
Legendary.
Everybody has seen this scam. But yeah, that's essentially what it is. I recently got a fake Amazon scam, or it was an Amazon scam, but it was a fake Amazon thing in my email.
Those emails are crazy.
Yo,
Oh my God! Real quick, check
Flood the
people.
inbox.
Check your URLs.
Yes.
I've almost fallen for that with PayPal, where it's like, oh, somebody's trying to get into your account as I'm simultaneously
That's
using my
exactly what Amazon
PayPal.
said.
So I'll check, and it's like at mmfw123.paypal.something.com. That's not real. PayPal is at paypal.com. Amazon.com. Support at amazon.com.
Now,
so be careful.
Now, peep, this how they almost got me, right? So I got the email, and you know, if you got an Apple phone, I don't really know how you handle things with the Android, but
Shots
with
fired.
with the Apple John,
Bang,
if I was
bang.
to log into my Apple ID or something like that at a space where or a new computer, I'll get that alert. Like you just, signed on to whatever computer. So the Amazon scam came in like this, like, yo, from another location, your card was used to purchase da-da-da. If this isn't an approved purchase, please call this, that, and third. So I'm like, it almost got me. It almost got me. I called the
good.
number.
Yo, they're getting good.
Yo, they're getting really
And
good.
Scam Likely sometimes ain't helping because I got a phone call from Electric, PSE&G. So I'm like, all
They
right.
hit you with the utilities.
Utilities.
That's a good
It
one.
sounded so good.
That's a good
And
one.
then halfway through, I'm like, oh, this is a scam. Right? Because there's certain things like you could pick up like the verbiage that they're using
Mm-hmm.
or certain words that like that's just a normal dude. That's not like a script like how PSE&G has you read. So he says, yeah, we're going to have to shut off your thing and your electric in 3 hours. I said, all right, that's cool. It works out perfect because I'm actually down the street from the PSE&G. I'll just walk in and pay right now. He says, you do that, sir. Thank you. Bangs on me. Scam.
He wasn't ready for
He
that.
wasn't ready. I damn near wasn't ready.
Yo, them shits are real. I mean, the Scam Likely calls themselves. They're phishing scams. Your
The
warranty
robocalls.
has
Hi, this is Rachel. Don't hang up.
Yo, bro, like some of those emails are easier to tell than
Yeah.
others.
Of course.
Some are layups, and I'm not gonna lie, like one thing I learned through the phishing, you gotta just check where it's coming from, obviously. But I mean, you need to really analyze that where that return address, and I get those like from work all the time too. Shout out to bank security.
You gotta be careful. Even
Or
opening
just don't click into the email.
Don't
If
click
you
it.
get a email from PayPal, open up another browser and go to paypal.com and handle your business.
That's getting wild because even like opening it is like
Opening it
up
and shit,
Yeah.
you get hit with something.
If you a
Absolutely.
nice hacker, I don't need you to give me information. I just need you to open this email, open this door, so I could get my
That's it.
virus, whatever.
And then like he was saying, yo, some of them shits be just alley oops. You
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
you
some-
happen
yeah.
to
Some
buy
like, oh, delete.
you happen
Other
to,
one, I'm like,
to purchase something at the store with your account. Your phone may think it's fraud because simultaneously you get an email, you click the wrong email. Next thing you know, you under the bridge somewhere in San
Don't
Francisco.
click on nothing.
Don't click on nothing.
Nothing.
Delete. Matter of fact, delete your email account right now. Right now,
Yo,
just delete it.
What would happen if emails were gone?
Oh man,
I'm saying because it's still the elephant in the room. Everybody gets everything through text, but email is still like it. You can't do everything through text message. You can't send a bunch of files, none of that. But that's for another time. We ain't gonna
I
get
like
too
phone
heavy
calls.
into email.
Phone calls is
call
where it's at.
scams.
No, there's text and emails. There's no emotion.
Yo, I mean,
Sometimes I just ain't got time to talk.
yeah.
Y'all,
lot
y'all
going-
not that important.
I'm not, but
You
it's
better
just
pick up the phone and call me.
Sometimes
okay?
it's just a lot going on.
I call my loved ones.
Yeah, it's a little presumptuous
Okay.
though. You don't think so?
Asshole.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Time and
no, I'm saying
What?
like
what?
you just any old time you just gonna call me. You don't know what I could be doing. It's
Yes.
9:30. Like
Yes.
Could
9:30.
be busting
better be an
cheeks right now. And
emergency.
you
Could be
just,
an emergency.
You just calling me.
It could
Could be
be.
an
You know, if it's an emergency, you hit me with the double text call.
Bro.
That's a real emergency.
Shouts to Busta Rhymes. I saw a video. He said, I need the same type of productivity from y'all. that I'm giving you. Because if you don't return my call or answer, it's 2021.
When we went out,
this isn't,
when we went out the other night,
yeah.
and I sent you a text. I was like, yo, you good? To make sure you got home. You was like, yeah. I'm going to call you and be like, yo, I just want to make sure you good, Donnie. Make sure
Even
you
if
got
my
home,
hands were
walk
full,
in the
I would have
crib.
picked up the phone, Los. Trying to, like, get in the door. Like,
Yeah.
I'll pick up.
Let's go.
All right. The other type of scam, check scams. Everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what check scams is about.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah. We're going to get into it later. Go ahead.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
you
I
know.
got some fire for these motherfuckers.
You're a derelict.
Yo, look, check scams. Everybody knows what check scams are. You know, somebody's got a fake check.
Hell, writing a check and you know the bread ain't in there. That's a fucking scam. If you know the bread ain't in there, you scamming. And you waiting for that shit to clear and you praying to God that the funds hit the same time this person cashes the check, you scamming.
You might be nice with the printer and you come with the Social Security check.
Oof.
Go cash that thing. Go write your
Especially
check out
now,
quick.
tax season, Treasury checks is popping. Better look at that ink and call that Treasury.
Some checks came out recently. I know I ain't, everybody don't know my direct deposit, so them stimuli, them checks came as checks. They could have got my ass. Look. But you know about them. What's another type? Here we go. Oh,
Family
emergency scams.
Oh, man, those are
We gonna get into
scary, B. Those are
very
scary.
insidious.
Those are scary. Those are crazy.
What do you want to start? You want to start with the old lady who drives the Benz, who just dresses up and stands at the corner and just shakes the cup?
God. Go ahead.
You want to start with her?
God.
Anything that is
You want to start with the?
make your heart bleed.
I'm from a state 40 states away from here, and I just happen to run out of gas right here every day.
Yeah.
You want to start with that person? Where you want to go?
Shit, you could go with the kid or the grown man posing as a kid, calling some old lady like, "Grandma, I'm stuck. I need
hungry."
help. Send money."
Yeah,
You got Cash App, Grandma?
for real.
Grandma still got a rotary dial.
Shit,
You're-
you got BTC? I can send some BTC.
Your grandson Timothy's in jail.
Oh,
Come
man.
quick.
There's the family scams. My favorite is, yo, I need some money. Let me just borrow something so I could go and invest in this. Oh, what you invest in? Yo, it's a chicken wing car wash spot that I'm really looking at.
Rent 'em spoon.
And
That's the worst.
rent a spoon.
You're not getting that
When
money
you
back.
pull up, you rent the spoon and you bring it back when you done.
Rent the spoon.
Yes,
Rent 'em
let's
spoon,
go.
baby.
You guys are shit.
Oh my God, my man's. We could get into 90 Day Fiance.
Oh,
I don't-
oh my
I'm-
God.
I'm
I
still-
haven't seen much of it, but
I'm still trying to.
That's trash TV.
It is, but yo, when you
It's
watch it for
beautiful.
content, it's beautiful.
No, I'm not saying it's, bad.
fucking
It's just
beautiful.
trash.
It's
TV.
garbage.
Crazy.
It's horrible for
crazy.
society.
If you watching that and you don't answer my phone call, we're
Now, see,
touching.
that-
I would
no,
never.
that's-
I would never. I would
that's
never.
a little,
Nah,
that's
nah,
a
nah,
little fucked
nah.
up.
All right, I'm just letting you
But
know.
I ain't gonna do
but
you
that
like
whole that whole show is a scam. But two, it's also like real life.
That
Like
shit
those,
is-
shit is
these
real?
people. No,
It's
there's
sad,
definitely
bro.
people. There's definitely people who marry somebody for papers. We know that. We see it all day, every day. But
True.
to air it on TV is different. And then the people you air it with, you got my man's with the whole pyramid John going out with this
There's no neck.
Filipino chick who don't speak any English.
Yo, that's
basically.
the thing that bothers me. Like, how do you think it's real love is a language barrier? You don't even. There's no connection, bro.
And
Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what he's saying.
Can I lick you?
He said that,
Something like that,
bro.
Or and
That's
then
why I
he
don't
hit it
watch
with
that.
it like, yo,
ish.
your grill is like, hey, I bought you a toothbrush and some toothpaste.
He had
Like,
a- he had
yo,
a- he had an
this
ill
is a
cut,
scam.
though. He had an
This-
ill cut.
Put mayo in his hair, bro. That's how you get it.
Mayo in his hair.
Yeah,
That's
the
actually
mayonnaise.
good for your,
Pulling
your
out all the
volume
stops
and
that
shit.
shit, bro.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Baby.
Oh, you had
We love, baby.
Don, you had said something earlier. We were talking before the show.
We talk for sure.
The old kid.
oh boy, the baseball
Yeah,
player,
the
the young
baseball
boy.
dude.
Daniel Monte.
Yo,
That's the old school.
You
Throwing
got
heat
to
in a
tell
little league
people
game
about
at
that, yo,
18.
that's
How old
been
was he?
happening.
He was 14. This happened in 2001. There was a Bronx Little League team, and he was 14, posing as a 12-year-old. But some of those
Throwing
like,
heat
he was throwing 79.
Jesus.
as a he was
as,
four,
a,
he was,
tw-
he was
as
14,
a quote unquote 12-year-old.
but he's throwing 79 at 12-year-olds.
That's what gave him up. Like, what the?
But I know that some of those, like, I'm not gonna say like all Dominican families, but I know that he's Dominican, and some of they're fishy with the birth certificates, allegedly.
Oh, yeah?
Allegedly.
I'm trying to
How
get the
did they
best
get
for my
that?
child.
But they were the baby bombers in the Bronx, and they went to, I think didn't they win it? I forget. I gotta
Not
double
without
check
that
that.
heat thrower that they had.
But no,
Motherfucker packing a
I think there was
cannon.
a Staten Island investigator that like looked into it after, and they changed. He was born in '87. They changed the date of birth to '89, and he was just killing it, bro. I think it's equivalent 79 in Little League is equivalent to 102.
Wow.
So he's throwing 102 at major leagues. I don't know. That was a crazy scam I remember from back in the day,
heat,
2001
bro. Yeah,
for
that was
sure.
like-
Did they go all the way through and win it?
I'm pretty sure they did. That's
It only
why.
makes sense.
Oh
That's
my
why.
God.
That's why
You
they said
testing
something.
You
Yeah,
testing little
non-coordination
kids for
they
PEDs?
did.
Yeah, the other coach was like, "Nah, he's
Yeah.
not 12."
Yo, but
He had a mustache talking about.
Danny went through that.
Oh,
His son is 6 years old. He's gonna be 7. He plays football. They were playing kids from another town, and one of the parents was like, "Yo, that a certain kid, he was just too fast. He was gapping people by like 20, 30 yards. And number 2, they seen him playing at another game for the older kids. So they was like, hold up. Wait till these kids get to the championship game.
Oh,
Danny's
no.
son happens to make it, so does the other team. At the championship game, families pull up. We want to see the birth certificates and documents for every kid.
Christ.
All the parents are like, what?
Christ.
And mind you, they got a flyer, a binder of every kid's birth certificate, his picture, this, that, and the third. So they going through and y'all can go back to the crib, go get some copies, come back, because the game don't start for another 2 hours.
Dang.
Everybody pull up. You see like 10, 15 kids from the other team pull up, wave them off. 10, 15 kids sitting on the sideline because they was too old to be playing in that game.
Now,
And it almost
That's
messed
the
up the
vibe.
game because you got 15, 16 kids on this side and you only got 13 on this side.
Yeah.
And these kids is going both ways. Or you got, 30 on this side of kids and you only got 15 on an 11-man game.
Now, who's more fucked up in the situation? The families that done frauded the system and got their kids,
That's the
old
thing.
ass kids in,
That's
or
the thing. Like, were the parents trying to get over?
I think so.
Like, did they?
If you got your kid playing in this and another grade, absolutely.
Yeah,
You're
that's
trying,
different.
You're
That's
trying to get over. And you trying to instill something in this child that probably ain't really good for him. Like a winning at all costs, but you winning against people who ain't even in your bracket. So that don't really count.
This is when participation trophy started.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
'Cause I
setup
did
for
it.
failure.
I did it. I played football. I went to school in a different city. Them motherfuckers was ass. It was like, yo, by ninth grade, I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm tired of losing.
Speaking of scams,
I went, speaking of scams.
whose address were you using, Los?
Come on. We ain't gonna shout out the family. We ain't gonna shout out the family though, but
But that's common though. These high level athletes coming out of high school using a different
Derrick
address to
Rose
go
did
here.
it for his SAT scores.
It's so common,
Derrick
and
Rose's SAT, he was like, yo, my man, you don't even deserve like community college.
it's like
Well,
But
the
he was such a
ultimate fraud.
nasty ball player. They had somebody take it for him. And by the time they found out, he was already in the league.
Already in it.
He was
Already got
in the
the
league.
check.
I think allegedly
They kept the they kept the championship from the NCAA game that he won. I think he was playing for the Jayhawks or something like that.
Memphis,
Kansas or
Memphis.
Memphis. He was playing for Memphis. They kept that trophy and basically wiped it from the board. But he was already in the league by then. He didn't care.
See, in the case of the baseball team, it's like, yo, to wait till these kids got all the way to the championship. You stole it from the kids who had, whether the other team was better because they was older or whatever.
You
You
could
stole
argue
it
that
from
too,
them
though.
to learn that.
you can
That
argue
shit,
that too.
that
enjoyment
these
of
other
watching
kids,
your kids
other kids
play.
had to be good too. I mean,
Yeah.
the other 12-year-olds had to be
You
good.
think his parents smacked him up? Like, why are you throwing so fast? Bring it down, bro. You gonna get us caught. You throwing too fast, Poppy.
Fucking
Stop.
launch them shits, man. Somebody gonna see this.
Yeah, because that's
crazy.
the only. But yeah, the scam is, and you know how I
it
got
doesn't
caught.
stop.
Families.
You know how I got caught in my scam? I got caught waiting at the bus stop one day.
What?
Waiting at the bus stop to
How?
go home, and one of the
Elaborate.
coaches drove by and seen me and put 2 and 2 together. Like, you waiting for a bus that goes out of town.
Did he
You
ask
don't
you if you
live
needed a
okay.
ride?
Yo,
And then-
shout out that coach.
And then Coach Miller. And then I never forget this shit, bro. I
shout
never
out-
forget you, Coach. 'cause
shout out
you held
Kenny.
me back in 2 games, bro.
Shout out
And
Kenny.
then after that, they went to Fam's house, who lived over there, and they was
Why
like,
you
yo, where he
calling
at?
her like
And
that?
Fam was like, he ain't here. It was like, because he don't live here type shit.
He was trying to
investigate.
Yo, that's what they did. That's what they did. You know why? Because now thinking back, it could have been a Derrick Rose situation. What if we make it and somebody's like, I ain't never seen this kid in high school.
Look,
Who
I'd rather
is
it
this
be a
kid?
Derrick Rose
And
situation.
then you look my shit up and it's like, oh, hold up. We're going to have to disqualify you from a whole season. But I still played. But I don't know.
Don't
That's
send
politics.
your defensive coordinator
That
to
is
go
politics.
double check all those and his. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro.
It's
That's
messed
real
up, bro.
politics right
I
there.
don't like that, bro.
That's booty.
But we used to get busy. Miss those days.
I don't like that, Kenny.
Donnie, you know, we used to get busy right there on the line, baby. We do it.
What else? What else we got? We got investment scams. Investment scams.
yes.
Bobby
Oh.
Axelrod.
Bobby Axelrod.
Bobby.
Yo, put some respect on Bobby name, yo. He ain't a scammer, bro.
Yo, no.
He ain't a scammer, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
Billions.
little early. I'm late with the billions, but yeah.
No, I'm late too. I finished my.
Shouts to Bobby.
But I
bro.
did it all in like a week. I watched 3 seasons in a week.
Yeah, you went
That shit
nutty,
got
I
me
can't.
vicious.
I just finished
I'm an
one.
animal.
I just finished one.
I'm an animal.
If you listening, watch Billions, because the stuff that he does on there
Shouts
is
to
amazing,
Showtime.
but it's also scammy.
Scamming, baby.
So
That's not scammy.
But check.
It
This
is
is how
though.
it is.
It's
This is
not.
how it
This
is.
is business.
No,
But
it
look,
is.
And he's
it's
never
not,
scammed
It's
no.
though.
fraud in business too.
It is. So all right, look.
Let's go.
All right,
It's a lot
we
of
got,
backstabbing. I wouldn't say scammy though,
It's all politics.
because the money's all there.
all right, so look. We
Break it down.
We do a little bit of trading or whatever. So everybody remembers last year when GameStop blew up. Even if you wasn't into stocks, you probably heard about the GameStop. What's the GameStop? It was GameStop, right?
GameStop. You said GameStonk.
Nah, well, yeah, it's
stonk.
not. At least to me. But when they just took off out of basically about to be bankrupt?
Yeah, GME to the moon. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
So stuff like after that happened, because that was its own thing, right? After that, you got all these little Bobby Axelrods out there going on the Reddits and here saying, "Yo, this thing is about to blow."
This
short
is the next
squeeze.
one.
Short squeeze. If you don't know what a short squeeze is, that's when you
Quick.
get to the point where
Real quick, because we be here forever.
In and out.
you get to the point where the people who are shorting the stock or buying on margin and the people who are actually buying the hold of stock meet at a level where now there are more people who want the stock than there are people shorting it. So the short people, to not lose money, they got to buy it and cover the stock. It's pretty intricate, but yeah,
Definitely on your own time, folks. Get into it.
get
Float it
into
up.
short squeezes. But
Float it
yeah,
up.
they do that, cause people to dump money in the stock, and now you just cause the pump and dump. The
But
pump and
at
dump.
the same time, that's all on the person too, because you're I'm not gonna call you out. I'm not gonna use certain words, but
Please.
to be molded that easy for somebody to say, yeah, this is what we're gonna do, and you go, okay, I'm gonna empty out my savings account and we're gonna put it all in this, and you're not gonna watch it every second of the day.
Yeah, I mean,
For
look,
when it goes up, you just cash out. That's fair. If you do something like that, I put all my savings into it, but I'm on it every second of the day. The moment it goes plus this, I'm out. Okay, but if you there like, yeah, I just put $100,000 in and turn my back and walked away and check a week later and it's $20,000, that's your fault.
People don't
That's your
know
own fault.
much about
All in on red, baby.
That's your own fault.
stock investing.
And then you still watch the ball and you pray and you hope. Nobody
Oh, yeah.
says all in on red and then turns their back and says, oh, what's going on at the poker game? You watch that motherfucker.
You do.
Slow motion.
Go Los.
No, I guess
Hey,
the
go Los.
easy part with that is that somebody could actually walk away with your money right off the table.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Even still,
different.
they got to deny. But what are
That's
the odds
different.
of that?
Hey,
Like,
But
no,
you
this
gotta
isn't
be
yours.
You got to be a brave man to reach on a poker table in a
Yeah.
casino and snatch somebody's
You
funds.
might get shot.
roulette table, you know.
You ain't gonna make it out, B.
All on red, they ain't call it yet. You turn your head, that shit moved to 47.
Yeah, and that also falls under that influencer scam.
It's usually
Oh,
black.
yeah.
though.
These people.
Usually black.
Yeah. Go into the
magnet.
influencer scam thing, because this is probably the most scammy that the generation just below us would be familiar with.
Yeah.
So an influencer scam to me, and I'm just gonna a little touch and go, a little in and out. Dan Bilzerian.
Oh yeah,
That's the big one.
But he plays cards.
The reason, the way I know Dan Bilzerian is, I
inherited
was
this
late to
money.
the game because I came on him after the cards. Like I seen him, like I thought he was just some guy playing cards.
His dad's
But
a
then
crook, allegedly.
When I came into him was when he started wilding with the guns. He was like shooting up shit with his tanks, this, that, and the third, and then he dropped that CBD Ignite line.
Yeah.
And then that whole time, then I'm looking at like the way he is, and then that story came out like how he failed Navy SEALs training twice.
two
but
broken
in
legs,
some way you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
like really do that. And then
I
it
feel
was like,
bad for you.
like shit started to crumble. And it was like, oh, the S is showing on the scam.
Yeah.
I see the super S,
Bro.
and now that's an influencer.
He's just
Because you talking about people who follow people. To me, KK is a scam.
It's KK.
Kim Kardashian. That's a scam.
Nah, she worked hard, B.
That's a scam. Okay,
She worked hard.
the brand is a scam.
The Kardashian brand,
Is a scam.
Shouts to Chris.
From the
It's-
TV show to that side of things. Maybe we won't say even though fake butt is a scam, but let's just say it's real. Whatever.
Huh?
We'll go. That's a fake butt. That's a scam. I'm lying to the
please say
people.
something.
She made
Lying
it
to the
hot. Like it
people.
was warming up, and she made it hot.
But that's when you have the power to say, "Yo, go buy this." To me, it's a little scammy.
People buy it.
but
though.
it-
Yeah, but that's a scam.
Look, what did we just
we
talk
gonna
about?
get there.
We talked about the last episode. Like people don't know what they want till you tell them what they want.
Buy this T-shirt now.
You know,
That's
the,
just-
the-
okay.
the other influencers on like the gram and stuff. They might have like 100,000 followers. It's a numbers game, right?
But to
And
me,
sell you some garbage.
I just always see it could be the most fires item. So maybe it's the presentation. Like with the food. I had showed you that food yesterday. And the food was good, but the presentation made you think like, what the fuck is this
it
shit?
looked inedible.
Presentation is
Yeah,
half the
yeah.
battle.
So when you see these people,
Well,
it
give me a
just
paper plate.
when it's so like, oh, I got my car to get this shine from this product. And this like, yo, that's a scam.
Oh.
Just your energy is already giving me scam. Now, when you ask me, it's like, yo, what do you use to clean your shoes? Oh, yeah, I use this. I'm not going to be like, yo, I use this and slurp, slurp, slurp. And yeah, like,
Oh, God.
like, nah, bro, these people, it's the presentation is off.
Yeah.
And I get that scam energy.
Oh, people, how I got scammed. This is like 2011. The, make money on the internet scam. The real scam.
What was it? Wake up now.
Yeah,
no,
that
not
was
Wake
one of
Up
them.
Now.
That was one of
Yo,
them. That
that's
was
a
one of them.
pyramid
I felt
scheme.
really bad for those
That was
people.
one of them.
That was a big one too.
I felt so bad. They're posting like comments and putting up little posts about, like, oh, you don't know, we've been making this money. I'm like, bro,
The real
this is sick.
hook in line or whatever is that the real scam is the coaching. Like internet coaching, that to
That's
me
a scam.
is a scam.
Scam.
Because
Life coach,
it's like
scam.
they're not here to teach
I'm
you
trying to get into that.
how to make money on this product, because you really need to find out that making money on this is teaching people how to make money. Like the coaching is the product that you want to actually be selling. You don't want to buy whatever, or back then in the earlier 2000s it was try and make money off Google with ads and SEO and all that stuff. Nah. How to make money online was the thing to sell.
Or extorting a motherfucker.
Extortion. Yo, whoo.
Extortion.
Let's get into
MOB.
the
It's gonna
extortion.
be 2,000 a week. I'll be here every Friday.
Let's go. I'm
You're-
busting out the windows of this MFA. Yo, let's do
the
this.
extortions in the scam world, that's what top scammers do.
Extortion?
They hack shit and they hold shit, they kidnap your shit.
How
and
much
they
you
want
love your
money
kids?
back.
Oh my God.
How much you love your kids?
Now it's like how much you love your website.
Oh, yo. Yeah. How much you love your website? How much you love your factory?
That's that monetary though.
That's the old scam is.
And they,
how
oh
much
my
you
God,
love
wait
little
till
Jimmy.
the scam gets weaponized. I'll blow this motherfucker up if you don't pay me.
Oh my gosh! Did somebody hack the button?
Hack the button.
Man, didn't you say that a couple weeks ago talking about the insurance scam?
Oh no, that was the pipeline scam.
oh, yeah,
that was in
pipeline.
that was in May.
Blowing up the restaurant,
I forgot.
building it.
Oh no, that was last episode.
Build it
Catch
back
a
up,
fire,
bigger.
build back better. Catch a fire
yeah.
again, build back
You know
3
it
floors.
It was a
now.
kitchen fire.
Let's go, yeah,
know it
3
was.
times.
We
You know
cook
what it
every
was.
day.
The pizza lit though. Fuck
Yeah.
with y'all. Both spots.
Now we got a
But yeah, so
beautiful
in May,
Roman deco.
exactly. In
Let's
May,
go.
there was the pipeline scam.
All right,
And-
so hold on, wait. Give it to him how the news gives it to him before we know.
Oh, before we drop the
Right,
knowledge.
because it's not out
Our
there. It's a
interpretation.
scam,
Report
but
it,
it's
Los.
very
Report it.
so
big conspiracy around that.
Oh, this actually works out perfect for marketing. So some hackers called DarkSide, no affiliation.
No affiliation.
Never.
Some hackers called DarkSide from the motherland, Mother Russia, allegedly hacked the oil pipeline. I forget their name.
Oh,
Let me see if I can-
actually,
I got it right here. Yep, I do. It was the Colonial Pipeline
yeah.
Company. They hacked them in May. Colonial, I think they asked for like $5 million. They wanted to be paid in Bitcoin.
slow down for
man.
them. They asked for what? How much?
$5 million.
5 million.
You hacked the
Please.
oil
That's
company
light,
and
though.
asked for five.
Let
That's
me-
light.
that's
That's
light.
light.
Let me tell you what the Colonial Pipeline is. The Colonial Pipeline moves like oil, refined oil from Texas to New Jersey, New
Jersey.
York. That's like it's like 5,000 miles. You're talking about pretty much the whole East Coast gets their gasoline, and there was the gas shortage, or was it a gas shortage?
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
that
it was a
gas,
gas
shortage.
shortage
Even
few
though it's
months
strange
back.
because we had a gas shortage when everybody was still in the house and on lockdown from
Right,
COVID.
right. So we got a gas shortage when
No
people
comment.
ain't even outside driving. You talking about you hacked the pipeline for the whole East Coast and asked for 5 million?
5 million in Bitcoin.
You
Now-
costing country billions and billions of dollars a day. You asked for 5 million.
Now from our day ones, if you remember back in the first episode, and if you're a new
Day
person,
ones,
go check out the first episode.
Day
We
ones,
mentioned that these companies write this fraud and this loss in already.
course.
They're expecting to.
There's always lawyers.
There's
Always lawyers.
They're expecting somebody to rob something, hack them. They're expecting for a tanker to go off on the ocean and spill some oil. They're expecting a loss of some sort. So to ask for 5 million, one, that's a little weird number because I would ask for like at least 10, at least
ask for
double
like
digits,
100.
at least double
I'm
digits,
asking
at least
for
double
100.
digits,
That's
and
minimum.
then we could work down from there. Yo, I give you 50. All right, I'm cool with 50. Send it right now.
200,
But yeah,
man.
5 million. Okay, that's a weird little number. All right, and then we spoke about the 5 million in Bitcoin. They were able to send it.
Bitcoin.
So that means that you already had Bitcoin. This is a business. I highly doubt that you bought Bitcoin at the top just for a $5 million extortion fee.
Yo, there's so
So
many
if
levels to
Bitcoin
it.
was at 40,000, I highly doubt you bought in at 40,000 per Bitcoin. So that tells me you had it for a long time at way lot less.
All right,
number-
so, conspiracy alert.
Conspiracy
Hold
alert.
up though, because all right, you wanted the money and you want it in Bitcoin. I understand it's untraceable. You don't want nobody to find out
Allegedly.
who you are. You a scammer, right?
Allegedly
Allegedly untraceable. Now, the Bitcoin was then recovered. Okay,
Like within a week.
yeah, real
Within a
fast,
week.
real fast.
So
You
that
can-
tells me that the people who just hacked a multi-million-dollar pipeline are so retarded that they probably took their wallet with their Bitcoin and opened up a Coinbase account or something like that.
or you
'Cause
met
how could
somebody
you?
in the middle of the park.
Here, let's plug in, yeah.
Put your USB in here.
How could you get caught that fast? And they recovered all the money. These
All the
motherfuckers
money.
didn't even get a chance to blow it yet.
Now here's where the conspiracy comes
This is,
in, right?
this is no affiliation to Bobby Axelrod.
No affiliation.
Nah,
Just want to make
great
that
show.
clear.
And no
Great show.
affiliation
Make
to
that
a
clear.
dark side.
Make that clear.
Correct.
My bad.
But this is dark side. It's just no affiliation. Anyway,
Know that.
So, all right, they took this money. It got recovered, and how did who recovered it? FBI?
Feds recovery.
How did they get through that key? Like,
How'd they get through that key?
because I got Bitcoin, you got Bitcoin.
I got Bitcoin. How'd they get through that
I don't.
key?
It's a 12 phrase key. You have to get it in the exact same
You
order.
basically had that shit tattooed on you to remember.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking
So
nuts.
you hacked it. You got the key. All right. So here's my conspiracy alert goes off. Right.
Let it go.
So I researched a little bit about inflation and all the money printing and all that stuff. You can't just print money to infinity and not have any repercussion whatsoever.
Because it's a scam.
right.
Money
So
don't mean nothing.
would we know that all this money is has to be accounted for? There's a balance sheet, so you can't just put an amount on there and not have a check for it, like something to zero it out or balance it out. So I'm thinking, money gets printed, and then that goes on your balance sheet, and somebody's got to pay for it. So the way it worked with the stimulus is the money gets printed, We get it. They know what we're gonna do with it, even though they say, "Oh, we hope,
No, spend
we
it.
hope, families can put it." In. Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah, on
spend it
that
on.
Louis Vuitton belt, baby.
Facts.
Let's go.
They
bling,
didn't even
bling.
pay the. They didn't even pay the rent with it because everybody was in. You know,
balling
would you
at
pay
you ain't have
Walmart.
to. Yeah, you have to.
Yo, CDC saying I gotta
They
pay
said you
rent.
have to pay the
What
rent.
you
It's
for,
gonna
bro?
go back in the system,
They
and
all
then
went out.
you're gonna recoup it. Whoever wrote these checks will recoup it and then some because it's gonna come back with tax.
Yep.
Oh, and a double hit on that is there's insurance money. They probably got an extortion insurance.
Absolutely.
So you send out the
Absolutely.
$5 million, you probably get $10 million on your extortion
And then
insurance,
recover it.
and then you recover it. I don't know if the feds keep a percentage or if it's like, yo, we did this work
Man,
for free.
I'm gonna
But-
need that back.
That's how you get the free
And now you
bonus without it looking crazy
Exactly.
and
now
during
you
a
up.
pandemic.
And then you fire all your employees because of the loss that you took from the extortion.
Oh, look,
but I
people, we
get
gotta
paid
let you
$40
go.
million extra, and we resize, regroup, and come back at it next year.
What about
Bitcoin.
What about the PPP loans?
Oh, tell them about it.
Good. Oh boy. I mean, everybody. You know.
I know.
Shout
I
out
know,
your
like,
favorite
yo,
rapper because he's doing it
It's-
right
What's
now.
your favorite? You said
Oh my
rapper
God,
before.
what's the Giants player who got caught up in that shit? Motherfucker, 21 million.
He
He
wasn't
had like
nobody
6,
big,
7
though, was he?
fan. Nah, I don't think so. But he played for the Giants. That's enough right there. You got like a $2-3 million contract.
I don't know-
His
I don't remember
family
this.
and him did some scam basically through the PPP and got 21 million.
Yeah, everybody
And
out here
these
buying Ferraris.
Stupid idiots go and buy Ferraris
And act like
I go get
nobody
a crib
knows.
over here, get a crib over here. When that money's done,
You getting
you can't
caught.
even keep that lifestyle up. So at
Hell
least
no.
if you're gonna go scam at a lifestyle that you can maintain if the scam disappears. You gonna buy $1 million house, you don't even know the property taxes, how much it costs to run water,
Just go
how
to
much it costs
Belize.
for landscaping. These motherfuckers
Just
go
go to
and then
Belize.
rent
Nah, I got
Ferraris,
you.
this, that, and the third, and wonder why the feds come knocking at the door
Yo.
talking about that PPP money for so and so clothing just
crazy,
said you
bro.
bought 30 Hummers. What the fuck is going on
That
here?
shit is crazy.
I
bro.
met this one dude. He was a check and a car scammer. So I guess the way he busted down to me.
ultimate.
Yo, the way he busted down to me was in the beginning when he started. You write a check to the bank, go cash it, and 10 years ago the bank will give you half of your check,
Right
and
then
then
and there.
give it a couple days to process. So they writing booty checks, cashing them, getting the half, and just hitting banks like that. He said that's how it started, and then. I got into the card, so he find a way to get your card information. By the way, I did some extensive research. You could find somebody's card number, their social, whatever, on the deep web for like $4 a piece.
And then you just go buy the machine for $250.
All this stuff.
Get some plastics.
So they was hitting
Pressing them
the
up.
coast. They was hitting the coast doing like, I guess you do like a cash advance because you're hitting the ATM with a credit card. So
Yeah.
ATMs, credit cards, debit cards, all that shit. And he's hitting the coast, getting them for whatever out of the cash advance, maxing it out. And like every weekend, he coming back with 150.
He's
But
from
this-
Brooklyn?
I don't remember where he's from.
That's a lot
If
of
you're
work,
from Brooklyn,
though.
you've attempted credit card for at least once in your life.
But this dude was so ill, he got the bank he was hitting tatted on him.
That's retarded. He's so
Yeah, he
he's
got
so
back.
retarded.
He got back, but
Yeah. But that at that point,
he
you
went
know how
left.
much energy that is to scam.
got
Because
Chase on his
at
belly.
the max, I think at an ATM, like if it's a small bodega, because we also used to run ATMs, we know what we do.
Bodega.
It's like $200 max. If you go into like a TD bank now, the max is like a stack. Back then, the max was like 500. So if you coming back with 150,000, you know how many ATM you
he's
gotta
hitting,
fucking hit
like I
at
said,
$500
he told
a
me
piece?
he was hitting the coast. He was
Jesus
driving from
Christ.
here all the way down to Florida and then coming back.
How you come back with that much cash, bro? Like,
It-
that's
hell.
Nothing. It's better cash than
Imagine,
drugs.
imagine. All right, let's say
in 20s?
out of
Hundreds, 20s, 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Let's
the
say out of
ATM is
machine.
in 20s.
let's say out of
Tens?
ATM like a real small mom and pop ATM, you get 200. You hit, what, 100
You probably
of those.
double up on that machine. Probably hit it twice, make it worth it.
You hit 100 of those machines.
In 24 hours.
What's that? 20,000. You could probably hit 100.
100 machines, my G.
Yeah, long that
It's
shit.
a lot of machines.
Bust the money down.
Actually,
Go out
no,
with a team.
that's not a lot because we was running 150 machine route.
You could find 100
Still,
machines within a few hours out here.
Easy.
Easy.
All you gotta do is
all
hit,
of them. Boom, boom, boom,
Broad
boom,
Street,
boom.
hit fucking.
Make 20,000 a day.
A day, yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
You gotta be dedicated.
Dedicated to scamming.
You gotta
when
be
you could use that
dedicated to
energy
be
for
a
something else.
dirtbag.
20,000 a day, 100 machines, 7 days a week.
But you know
come back
what?
with almost about 150.
I can't be mad when the government's scamming. When they got you, we was talking about off camera, when they got you fucking, I'm giving you more than you making in unemployment.
Yeah.
Why would you as the person get off unemployment? Like,
Bro.
yo, my job pay me to work and I make $2-3 grand a month. Y'all paying me not to work and I'm making $4,500 a month.
I feel like it's a setup.
And that's that is a setup.
It
It's
is.
a straight setup because what's happening now, nobody want to work.
Nobody wants to work.
We raised the prices. Before motherfuckers was getting $12 an hour. Fine, you want to gripe, we give you 14. And that's not
Ooh.
mandated by the state.
Yo,
we
you
give
just made me think of something.
That's fine, that's cool. And motherfuckers still, yo, I need a day off. You work 30 hours a week, my nigga. What do you mean you need a day off? Like, yo, nobody wants to work and it's fucked up right now.
Bro, you just
and that's
connected
intentional.
some dots for me real
That's
quick.
intentional.
So, all right, you do that, right? We know if you do any research, small business is the lifeblood of America. All right, you cutting
Middle
out,
class
right?
America.
Middle class is the bulk of America's where the money is. So you cut out that middle class, right? And these people who don't want to work, they're getting paid, so they're not coming back to these mom and pop, these small business jobs. They get funneled in easily. It's like you want to go to Amazon, come right on in when you're ready to work. So now you got every worker going to the biggest corporation.
Everybody's working for Amazon,
but
bro.
they don't. And then, it's money to time and energy, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, prime example for us. You make starting out $14 an hour. We don't really ask you to do much. It's simple work. If it literally, like,
Clean
if you ask a lot of people who work for us, it's
Brain dead simple.
it's you chilling. You literally you play whatever music you want, put a movie up.
Yeah,
As
y'all got
long
the
as the
setup.
job, you chilling. Where would you want to work? Just put on the company shirt. You good to go. Chill out, whatever. Hit the fridge, get yourself a discount, whatever. Then
Cold
at
water.
some point it's like they realize like it's too easy or they should be making more money, and then they go to Amazon and then it's like, yo, I can't sit down. Like, I sat down for 2 minutes because my feet was hurting and they wanted to fire me. It's like, well, how much you making at Amazon? Oh, I'm making 15. Damn, you making $1 more.
Think about your barber.
And you busting your hump.
Yeah.
Standing there all day.
And then it's
Yeah.
like, yo, can I get the job back? Nah, we already hired somebody else. So now I can't look at this person and be like, yo, you fired so I could bring this asshole back on the squad who wanted to leave. Hold it the fuck down.
Hold it
Bro.
down. It's
You not doing
you
nothing.
do better that way anyway.
I know people that ran businesses and owned businesses that were getting unemployment, bro. I don't get that. Like, how does the government not know?
It's just free
They don't-
It's
money.
wild,
Yeah.
bro. It's
They
wild.
probably
Yeah.
do know.
Absolutely.
It's
They're
free
not
money.
in jail.
Because
That's
you
because
know why?
somebody got to tell them.
You know what happens in 2-3 years? Milk is $9 a gallon. You
Right.
go,
You're gonna
damn,
pay $100
why
for a
is-
loaf of bread.
Facts.
Right.
You know?
And
And
then
that's
people
when you're
go,
going to realize, like,
Oh,
geez,
my
prices
bad.
are crazy. Mm-hmm. These niggas just printed out like $5 trillion. Where was you
ridiculous,
at?
bro.
Oh, you were spending that bread.
and then what happens? You got them hooked. You hit that vein now. Yo, where's my next check? Where's my next $1,600? Go get a job, fuck boy.
Message.
Now
You waiting
living.
on $1,600? Like, are you kidding me?
Work harder.
That don't even cover rent. Like, the
Work
checks that they
harder.
were sending really don't even cover rent. They send you a $2,000 check.
I'm
Your
disappointed,
rent,
bro.
Your rent is a stack. What you got left with a stack? Let's say you got a car, that's $150 for insurance. You got a cell phone bill, that's $100. Internet, that's $100. $450 for the kids and food. That's it. That really ain't nothing. Go get a job, bro.
Nobody wants to work.
Nobody.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to work either, but
Nobody wants
fuck.
to work. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get around.
You gotta pick a road.
Pick like I
And
don't.
if not, just do God's work.
It's in the water, bro.
And go to George Washington and climb as high as you can.
Yeah.
And do God's work.
It's in the
Oh,
water,
I thought you was about
bro.
to go elsewhere. That's what I was about to say. Join the church or something.
Join the church. Nah, off yourself.
Good
It's
night.
in the water, and these and big man, Big Brody got these motherfuckers hooked. Where it's
Tranquilo,
just
papi,
like,
tranquilo.
yeah, I know. I'm too
tranquilo,
yo
papi.
after hours, customer service after
Tranquilo.
hours. We talk
What
about
was
that.
another one? Also with extortion when it comes to online, you probably seen this in headlines like somebody's got breached, like say Target or somebody got
Credit
breached,
card
or,
breach.
Oh, bro, that was
or
awful.
something, information leaked. With those are
Cash
really,
only.
yeah,
Cash only.
Cash is king.
Kells no.
But you know they're gonna
Cash
get
only, baby.
rid of that. U.S. dollar coin coming soon.
Y'all, it's gonna be Bitcoin from what y'all tell me.
Hey, hope so. Honestly,
but I don't.
but
So
why
I
not?
don't-
Look, we gonna get into that.
I don't want to talk about that though.
But the when you hijack somebody in the, I guess, the computer world, it's called a DDoS attack, right? So what they do is a hacker gets on your system and they basically kidnap your system and tell you like, I'm not giving you this back until you come up off the money. So that is basically what the pipeline thing was, right? At least that's how they put it out there. This happened to HBO a couple years ago.
Target.
The
Oh,
HBO
bro.
one, I was hurt because I like Game of Thrones. They had Jack the Game of Thrones leaked the episode and was like, come up off 6 million
And you-
keep leaking.
Oh, you heard about the number? I heard
Yeah.
about like the hack, but I didn't hear about the aftermath. It was just like everything went back to normal.
Supposedly they caught the dude, whatever.
It's it's in house.
Bro,
They send one of their finest techs, yo, go into Russia, hack
Look,
us,
you know,
and I give you 2% of what you hack us for.
and it's like, yo, and almost all these companies come up off the bread.
yeah.
Because it's nothing.
Imagine.
You make it back in Paramount Plus in a week.
Right, so if
It's
you
nothing.
HBO, you hacked the last season of Game of Thrones, and we can't just drop
Leak
it
it.
before you because you got all the files.
Leak it.
Yo, I'll pay you $6 million because when I drop, I'm gonna do $6 million in the first 20 minutes of the episode.
And now it makes it that much more. Yo, Game of Thrones got
How-
hacked.
how
I
was
gotta
that-
watch it. I gotta sign up to this network and watch it just
if they
because it
did it
got hacked.
themselves?
It must be that crazy for these people to go out there and hack some shit.
But
like
how
that.
is that different from KK?
You gotta add that in on the fucking on the editing.
Yeah, I get
That's
that on
yo.
the sound.
Yeah, you
Very
know, I just
true.
thought about those.
Very true.
Remember? I don't know if you remember this. Remember, I got that wild text from one of those like cartel members talking about you.
Oh,
Pay
hey,
this.
oh my God!
Excuse me?
When we went out, I think it was
No,
the night
this
we
was
all
a
went out to
minute
eat.
ago. I just came to see you. I forget what we were doing, but
Yeah, he showed me the text. That was nuts. That
it was
was nuts.
like, I'm a member of the Los Zetas. You need to pay me this money. And then they send me, and then they started saying, I know your address. And then they named like my mother, my sister, this
Whoa.
and that.
But that's all.
You can find that
Google and
online.
motherfucking find that out.
Yeah,
And,
but-
and sends me like these like
You see it. It's like,
the stuff you gotta like press like I accept type shit to see of like
That
these
narcos,
like
yeah, that
dismembered
narcos,
bodies,
yeah.
like shot people. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
a scam.
I got this like at noon at work. I was like, I think I need to go just file a
That's a
police
scam.
report. Bro,
That's it. Go file a police report, but chances
it
are
does
that's a
nothing.
scam.
bro, if the cartel wanted to kill me, I'd be dead already. But I'm just saying, you gotta find out where that number's coming from. It was like some fucking.
And also know what
it
you're
was from
getting
like
into.
a basement in Queens.
Yeah, also know what you're getting
Like-
into. If you're a pastor,
Los Zeta.
if you're a pastor,
Come get it, bro.
if you're a pastor and you getting a text like, it's Los Zetas, I'm gonna kill you, this, that, and the third, and you know, like, yo, I don't
It's like-
sell drugs, I don't do nothing. Like,
I'm
I'm
a
just
civilian.
a pastor. You know, it's a
I work
scam.
in finance, yo.
That's it. It's a scam.
Oh, gosh.
That is a good scam, though.
That's
Yeah, but that's the one you
That's a
get
family
when.
scam.
Exactly, that's the one you get when.
But that scam.
I totally forgot about that, bro.
That scam also leads into much more shit because you send that text out. Let's say the boys do come after you and you just a Joe Schmo. Now you got an attempt murder on your
when you
for
first
a scam.
when you
got
first
an
get it.
attempt murder for a scam. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
You
that's
you
crazy.
living that life.
You living that blue collar murder life.
You open that
Yo.
like at first you're like this like you know what I mean, like at first you're like, oh God.
Yeah.
The-
And then
the
you think,
crazy
and then you
thing
gotta
is-
think about it to like come down. I'm like, what the hell?
well, I don't know what the charge for is for extortion, but the blue collar, like a regular scam crime.
Yeah.
I think
They-
it's white collar.
White collar. Excuse me. You when it comes to jail time, you don't get that much.
I was just
time
gonna say,
for
I don't
that.
think it's
You
that
play
crazy.
tennis. You
Yeah.
play
I
tennis
mean,
in
yeah,
jail.
you can join the Belfast.
It's
you
white
play
collar.
tennis.
Yeah.
They do like 18 months. Now, granted, any day in jail is terrible. You don't want to be in jail
yes.
at all. But 18 months, or you could get caught with a bag or something.
You Jordan
and
Belfort.
be in
You
there
fucking
for
chilling with
years.
Cheech. Chilling with what was that
Years.
Cheech? His cellmate was trying whatever. You heard that? Jordan Belfort.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, but I'm
they
saying
got
he
some
did the
ill
same
stories.
thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what happens when you got money.
Do some light time, and
do
they'll
some shit
find
with
the money,
money.
so you still got the money when you come home.
yeah. Yeah,
Unless
to
you
pay
these
it back, but that's different.
retards buying Ferraris and taking
yeah,
money phone
yeah.
pics with your fucking PPP loan. Like,
PPP.
I don't know what's in the water
That's
to
the
where
thing.
you feel like,
Russ.
yo, I go, I scam, and then I go to the internet and say, look what my scam got me. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna be like, yo, I ain't got
get
nothing
fake
to
hundreds
do.
at that point.
Hello, boys.
Flex.
There's a scam artist right here, and he's showing the money that I
clout
could be using
chasers.
for my business.
But
Shit
you
retarded.
You heard
getting it. I don't even know
about that
what you're chasing
Pooh
clout
thing?
for.
They like zoomed in on the money he was had in the Instagram picture, and that was like linked to the robbery. Like, they're fools out here. You're a fool. Has the same number on it. Like, what are you doing, bud?
Too many cameras.
It's like what the old
You
heads
can't
used to
get
say.
off,
Don't
yeah.
think because, when you're young, you think you're invincible or
You don't get this work.
word.
You don't get this work.
Cards and the scammers.
Yo, Pops wasn't no gangster. He was just a guy.
He's just another
Let me stop, bro.
You know what? I think we should share some of our favorites from back in the day. Talking about that.
You want to start with the favorites, or have you've been scammed?
Of course I've been scammed. Way back.
Oh my god,
Way
I
back.
guess the Davies tickets count. So
that's a scam.
I got
yeah, you got. I think I went on a date many times and the chick wasn't what the photos was. That's a scam, right?
Oh
You
yeah.
got
That's a
catfish,
scam.
B?
Yeah,
That's
catfish
catfish,
is
word.
a scam.
But
That's
how,
a scam.
Scam.
How many times?
A solid
More than
3. You know what it was? Is
Yo, 3 is our number today.
Yeah, 3's the number.
This
Three-
episode
yeah,
3.
Let's go, baby.
Shouts to AI. I'm born on the 3rd. Go
Let's
ahead,
go.
Go ahead, Dobie.
We I didn't know back then. Now I know. When she takes the photo like this,
Oh, the angle.
chances are she's really large
If it's,
below that neck.
if it's just her face, you're in trouble.
Yeah, so I didn't know
Know what I
that.
mean?
You just young. You was like, oh, she cute. Let me see what's up. There's
The
only
amateur
2 photos up
photographers
here.
out
That's
here.
cool.
Nah.
Then you get there and the lights is off. It's like, yo, what you doing? Like flick, and it's like, oh,
You need like a full mirror.
shit. And then you sit there and you contemplate, like, damn, I'm already here. Like, do I do it?
Dating scams.
Dating
Hey,
scams.
that's a
You're
romance
welcome.
scam.
You're welcome out here.
Hey Leroy, the creature from the Black Lagoon is the
Get your head out my
The
pocket.
dating scams.
That's it.
Oh my god! Listen, all sales are final on that too.
Facts.
You still gotta pay unless you just walk out.
Nah, I wanna do that.
I got a good heart.
I wanna do the.
I got a good heart. I'm gonna be nice
Let
to
me
you.
use
Like
the
you might
bathroom real quick.
act like I know you or something.
Peel out.
One of my favorites is the eBay scam. Buy this PS5, get this picture of this PS5.
Bro, Matt. Oh,
But
God.
my thing is, how do they
I'm
get the
going to
bread
jail
out so
for that.
fast? Because eBay freezes that bread.
Look, they wrote it somewhere in that description. People don't read. Nobody reads. They wrote it in the description.
Oh my
By the way,
God.
it's the
Like
picture of a
the-
PS5.
Like the one where the dude was like, he was selling a USB filled with Bitcoin for like $5-6 grand,
I
and it
remember
could
this.
have anywhere from 0 to 100 Bitcoin. You may get lucky. You may get 30 Bitcoin. You may get half. You may get 1. You may get 100. You may get 0. But that was his whole thing, and people actually bought that shit.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, yo, this man is selling blank. Every one of them shits is blank.
the numbers are great. There's
There's
so
no
many
shame
gullible
out
He
here,
people out
put
bro.
here.
in the description. I don't know who's smarter or dumber. Because he put in the description, it may have 0. You may get nothing.
Got that off. You got that
And
off.
people are like, I'll take a gamble for $5 grand. I'll buy a USB that may got 30 Bitcoin on it. It's like my man's.
No.
That just doesn't sound. I don't know, bro. People
People, they,
that's a lottery, pretty
they're
much.
peasants out here.
yo,
that's a lot.
Y'all
nah,
peasants.
5,000. The mentality is peasants because there is money out here.
Oh yeah.
You
But
could fucking
still,
walk
talk
outside
about a USB with
right
a
now.
30 Bitcoin. Come on, bro.
You
And
just
somebody's
heard about
just
Bitcoin.
throwing it
Something's
on
up.
eBay. No
Something's up.
signature comp. Nothing.
You know what it is, man. How about send me 1 Bitcoin? I'll send you 2 back.
Oh
Oh,
God.
that's the ultimate.
give
that's the
your
ultimate.
give your mother her credit card back.
Yo, they was getting people
That's
last
the
year. with
ultimate,
that.
bro.
You know, what's another one? Oh, remember the Blockbuster scam? Blockbuster scam. You know,
Oh,
shout
tell me
out
about
to
it.
Blockbuster. Shout out to Redbox.
I love Blockbuster.
Red box.
Just put
You know how
anything
many
in there.
blank CDs I done caught, but then they started putting a QR code on the disc.
Oh,
So I had to scan both ways. Yo, you get hit. Once you get scammed so much, it's like, hold up. Then
Yeah.
you get hit. So with that being said, how not to get scammed,
Talk about it.
don't answer the phone.
Don't go outside.
Then you won't hear. You won't
Don't
get
go
Donnie's
outside.
calls if you don't answer the phone.
It might be a scam.
Yo, you come up as scam likely on my phone. You knew
See, he didn't even know. Scam likely, nigga. I'm scammed for sure. You heard? Let's go. But seriously,
Stop, guys, stop.
check where you're getting them calls from. I stopped answering calls from.
Bro, you know how many
not
scam calls I get?
But it's probably a lot. We all do.
Part of the daily
I
routine.
think I get the most though.
I answered that
seven a day.
PSE&G call was the same area code as me.
It's disgusting.
Now, when I pick up the phone, hey, this is PSE&G. Bang. And then if I really feel like, let me see what's going on, I'll just call PSE&G off their 1-800 number. Because I know that's not a scam.
They be getting ballsy because I hit the fuck you button and they hit me right back.
It's a scam,
Damn.
bro.
Hit me right back.
Your,
Like, I'm gonna answer.
your car's warranty is this, that, and the third. Like, I drive a 96 Honda Coupe,
You don't
bro.
even got the right car.
Ain't even no fucking warranty
That's
on
not
this
my
shit.
name. Stop calling me.
My favorite, though, is, hi, this is Rachel. Click. I just...
Oh yeah,
Just hang up.
bad. You hear that bloop in the
Yeah, that's
beginning?
it. Just hang
and
up.
then start
Yeah, you
talking?
hear that little sound? Oh man.
nah.
Watch where you're getting your emails from.
Don't
Don't
open
open
any
it.
emails from.
Don't open it.
Monitor
Change
your
it, no.
emails.
It's something I've been
Or
getting
anybody you don't
into.
know.
Something I've been getting into lately. Change your passwords.
Oh, 2FA
Change-
is
2FA, two-factor authentication.
Don't use the same password.
Change your password, and it's something extensive.
And
If
be
your
creative.
if your password is hat123, maybe make it
3, 2, 1,
TAH 321 or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just,
put
you
some-
know,
put some
change your
special characters
passwords.
in there.
QWERTY is for the 90s, sir.
Hey, look.
Get into a
Put that in
get
first.
into a like a little program. What we use is we have a security password program, sort of like a Keynote on an Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Use that shit.
RSAs.
Yeah, hard
Secure
save, shit like
IDs.
that. Secure IDs, LifeLock if you get into that bag, because the last thing you want to do is get hacked for your 401k. But you know,
Word.
there's certain
Well,
ways to
I'm going
not
to jail
get
if that happens,
scammed.
bro.
You know, and listen, you could get scammed anywhere. You could go to any phone company, and the guy behind the counter has a machine where he flashes your phone and gets your information.
Yeah, it's like
you
it's-
could get hacked. Just put a password on it. Do the most that you can. So if you do get hacked, there's ways to go about it. You don't call your bank and they're like, oh, well, did you have a password on your phone? No. Did you have a password on your Venmo account? No. So make sure you know
Yeah,
you get
this is-
passwords, change your passwords around.
This is risk management.
Yeah,
for your
risk
personal
management,
data.
exactly. For your exactly. Get LifeLock if you get into that money. If you could, if you're not getting to the money, and you could get LifeLock anyway.
This is
'Cause-
chaos prevention. You're
Yeah, motherfucker. Chaos prevention.
Chaos prevention.
This is chaos
100%.
prevention. You heard it here first. Lock up that social security card. Lock up that passport. Lock up that license.
And just
Always
be
stay
smart.
on top. Yeah, just be
smart.
smart.
Use
And
your
it-
head, silly.
And if say it again, Donnie. Talk to the people.
Use your head, silly.
If you get that phone call, your PSE&G, your water bill is 2 months overdue at $9,000. They want you to pay over the phone because
Oh,
somebody
well.
coming, somebody around the corner from your house right now turning it off.
I'm telling
Hang
them
up
to
the
turn it
phone.
off. Turn it off. Go ahead.
And go ahead, turn it off. Let me call the water company on my own time. Oh, hello? Oh no, my standing is good. Cool. There's some scammers out here. That's all.
$9,000 water bill.
That's it. Now, yeah, exactly.
Cállate.
That's it. Or oh my God, the state scam. We got a bill from West Virginia because we just started an online business in West Virginia
Bang,
that
bang.
we owe $32,846.27
Off the rip.
Off rip. That was like scam.
That sounds high level for
We
West
had
However-
Virginia.
prices for like a month.
Yeah, that is high
That's high level
from
for
West-
West Virginia. I don't know who came up with
However,
that.
I'm looking at the paper
Somebody
and it
Probably from PA or
says
something, right?
West Virginia Department of Revenue, this, that, and the
Somebody in there
third.
with some bread.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, it says West Virginia Department of Revenue. What do? I call the lady on the phone. What happens is they have something in their system where when you start a new business, until you file your first month's taxes, they take the category of your business, the earnings per month. They see what the average is in West Virginia for that business. The business that we're in, the average for the month is roughly $34,800. So they hit us with that on the first month, like, we think you owe this. When in reality, we ain't even have no sales in the first month. We just getting started.
We had that's
This
a
is an example
scam,
of
but
using
That's
your
a
head.
scam because you see
call.
me. Yeah, I called.
You ask questions.
But off rip, I was like, 30, holy shit. But like you said, called, asked questions, and now I know when I get this bill back, it's just them basically scaring you, saying you don't necessarily owe us this much, but you owe us something.
These
so
are sheep. that
Call and
just
check in.
Watch the news and believe it. You don't believe everything you hear, right, guys?
That's it.
Ask
Can't.
questions.
Can't. Gotta ask questions. Don't be.
It's unfortunate.
afraid.
Don't be a goat. out here.
And also repeat for clarity. You know how many times I could have ended a conversation just to make sure, so we're all on the same page, this, that, and the third. And called them out on their shit. I had called Sprint, and Sprint hit me with some bullshit, and I told them, don't you guys record these conversations? Please, do me a favor. I know it's in your system because you log everything. Pull up those recorded conversations.
Listen,
what
folks.
happened? Got my money back.
Los
They ain't
is-
even want to
Los
pull
is
it
the
up.
King.
Got my money
My
back.
man, Jason Bourne over here. Is
I gotta
the
get,
king of
I gotta give it
getting
up
the
to Los
money
on that one too.
back.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Oh yeah, I will. If I feel that I deserve it and I was wrong, I'm on that ass. I'm
Yeah.
on them cheeks.
I described you
If
some
it's
way
something
that day. I
like,
forget
yo,
though.
it is what it
Shit
is.
was perfect.
If I buy some shit from Amazon, $5, it breaks. I ain't beating you down for that. I know what I bought for $5 fucking dollars.
Right.
But if I spend some
counting
bread,
that, yeah.
or if I got a history with you, Sprint, this is supposed to be like, yo, I left my company knowing I shouldn't have, and still came here. And this is how you treat me after the first month? Nah, I need all that. And I know y'all record them conversations. Oh, what happened? We can't find the recordings, but here's your money back. Yeah, I know. I know what happened in that conversation. It's cool.
Acting crazy. Boy.
Acting crazy, bro. But before we wrap it up, we ain't even get into Don's
Look,
corner.
Disappointed.
It's not over. We gonna calm our nerves off the scams right now. And there
You
is
gotta
some
get me
things
some
I want
sports
to hear.
talk. I need some
dog.
coffee or
About
something,
it.
bro.
Welcome to Don's Corner. You gotta get a
Yeah.
voice on
I'm
that.
working on that. I'm working on
Come on, baby. We gotta have some
man.
basketball. Woo! Swish
Oh no!
in the
Before I
background and
say,
shit.
before we get into anything, I just need to say, Simone Biles is a champ, and you peasants could never.
Shout out,
Period.
Big Simone.
Next.
Shout out SB.
She needs to go.
You guys like Westbrook to the Lakers?
I do not.
Yo, I heard.
Do you
yo,
like that or no?
No.
I do.
You believe it?
I do. That happened, but
Why would you
Oh,
like
it
that?
happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
You know, I'm a
It's,
Westbrook
it's a
fan.
lot. It's a lot.
they
It's a lot.
they traded Westbrook for Kuzma, Harrell, and who was the last dude? Pope. Contavious.
Westbrook is super alpha.
But bro, I got something for you. I got something for you. Go
Let
ahead.
me give you
I got
my
something
takes
for
and
Go
then
ahead.
you hit me with the
Okay.
ether. Westbrook is super alpha, number one. Westbrook needs the ball, number two. He's becoming a journeyman, number three.
Bro,
I bite
he's the
my
most-
tongue on that.
Most underappreciated player in the league.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
I got some heat, bro.
I think it's too much talent.
It is.
What?
It's too much. It's like the USA team playing basketball and they lost the first 3 games. It's too. You got LeBron and he's
Russ
got.
is buying in, bro.
Listen,
He's
listen.
buying in.
You got LeBron and his whole. I need to maintain my legendary status and the Lakers
Yeah.
organization
He's
and
the-
the
he's the
Kobe.
dog.
Hold on, and the Kobe status in that organization.
Yeah.
Then you got the AD. I'm still young. I'm playing for the Lakers. They had a legendary centers with Kareem and
He's
Shaq
28.
and these guys, this, that, and the third. Then you got him, who's basically, if he gets a ring, he deserves it.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like, all he know is me, ball, shoot.
He
'Cause
has
if
his way on the court.
If that was
'cause he
the
had
case,
to, though.
if that was the case, he would have caught a ring when it was KD, Harden, when they was
I
animals in
wish they
OKC.
had
They're
got it back then.
babies. They're babies,
That was
Los.
but
They're
you were-
babies.
It was
Listen, bro.
telling you what the
He was
the
with
game
Washington
was
for
about
what,
to
a year?
change into.
Yeah.
You becoming journeyman, B.
That's
Bro,
why I
Because
love
then what
difference.
happens if you
Yeah.
don't get it with the Lakers? And don't assume that he's gonna get it just because he's playing with the Lakers.
All right. Remember when Wade and LeBron went to Miami?
Okay, that's two
That's
people.
not
I
the-
would
that
never
Does
wasn't the
consider.
same.
Westbrook does
I
Westbrook
would never
not
cons-
remind you of Wade now?
No.
That wasn't the
At
same.
all?
No.
That was the end of his career, wasn't it?
Still no.
Does he not drive and kick? Do they both not drive and kick?
Nah,
do
Westbrook-
they both run?
I'm talking about
Do they both run up in
Westbrook
the?
different.
Wade always shared the ball.
So Westbrook passes.
Look,
Westbrook don't pass like
That's
that,
not what
bro.
we know
Who takes
Westbrook
the clutch
for.
shot when it's Westbrook and
LeBron?
LeBron?
LeBron.
And it's the same shit that happened with
Russ,
Kyrie.
Russ
and
has a
look
better
now.
shot than Brown.
And look now.
Look, if AD stays healthy the whole year, chalk it up to them. I'm telling you, it's gonna
Nah,
be fine.
absolutely not.
We'll see what happens, bro.
Absolutely.
That's the
not.
beauty of
like it.
sports because you
Absolutely
don't
not.
know.
You
I don't like it.
Fucking Westbrook blow both his knees out in the first game.
I don't
Why
see
would you say
going
that?
down,
I'm just
but
saying, you don't know. I just don't think it's gonna lead to a championship just because of his
They're in a better
personality.
spot than they were.
Yeah, like I don't feel like the chemistry would be there to have. a
Yeah,
real
I don't think it's.
team.
I honestly thought
Well,
it
you
was.
can agree to disagree,
Yeah, of course. I
But-
thought it was a good team when it was Kuzma, Lonzo Ball,
bro.
Pope. I
Bro.
thought that was a good team. Last year they had a good team. The year before that they had a good
They'll
team.
have more wins
Now-
just off of getting rid of those three.
Melo was supposed to go there too, Carmelo Anthony,
I hope
and I
he
still
does.
think they wouldn't win.
They'll probably they're gonna end up getting
And at
Lowry
that
or
point,
DeRozan too. I
if you
bet you.
don't win, you get laughed at because you got the whole goon squad and y'all getting swept.
I hope Melo goes there. That'd be beautiful.
Melo, he's cool.
Shouts to Melo.
Shouts to Melo, bro.
But-
Shouts to Melo. He's gonna get a ring if Portland wins, if the Knicks win, if the Nuggets ever win a championship. Melo will get a ring just because he's solidified.
Shouts to
what
Allen
he's doing.
Iverson.
But
Shouts to
at the
3.
same time, it's
Another
like,
3 today.
I don't want to see that Gary Payton shit where it's like, yo, I came out of retirement to play 1 year, try to get a ring, and then I go back and I don't want to see that shit.
I think that you
Play
guys
the game for what it is. If you get your ring, congrats. If you don't, you gave it your all.
we're in for a surprise.
All
We're
right,
in for
we'll
a
see.
surprise.
We'll
A
see.
I mean, I don't know about
surprise
the-
in
I
amount
mean,
of losses.
It's a scam. It's a scam. They're using Westbrook. Then
How?
they're gonna trade him back out, and then they're gonna get like 3 better
How,
players.
Sway? No. Get out of here, bro.
It's
scam.
you know, you get the like best of all world. Like if I'm a player, I want to go to the Lakers, right? You know your merchandise
don't.
sales
Westbrook
No,
probably
you
knows he's
don't.
running, he
No,
knows
you
he's
don't.
running out of time.
If you're a player, you don't want to go to LA, to the Lakers. If
Why
you're
not?
a player, you want to go to LA. You want to go to
Why
California.
not? It's
You
still
want to be
talking
with
about
the
money.
sun.
That's the
you wanna be
basketball
with the
team.
money. You don't want to really play for the Lakers. You get what I'm saying?
What?
Because it's
Lakers gonna give you that money.
It's a certain level of expectation that comes with playing with these teams. Anybody could go to the fucking Grizzlies and ball their ass off. Nobody gives a fuck because it's
Well,
Memphis.
you gotta pick your ass
so
up
when
off
you
your
go
shoulders
to LA,
and play for the Lakers.
there's a certain you got to dress a certain way. And you get what I'm saying? This
Bro,
is
it's
this is
different
real
now.
shit.
It's different
Nah, it's
now.
the same shit, B.
It's different
when
now.
you go to LA, it ain't like
LA's
when I go
trash.
to Memphis. It ain't like when I go to Brooklyn, and it ain't like when I go to Milwaukee. The work ethic is different. There's certain things that
It's
are
way
extra.
more calmer there than it
It's
is in Milwaukee.
extracurricular activities that are different.
You get
that
distracted,
also-
I guess. You could, but I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a
You're not
different
going
culture.
to play for the Lakers. You're going to play in LA. You're going for the women, the weed, the sun, the city, the
These are-
cars, the glitz, the glam. You're not really going to play for the organization
And
How could you
that
say
put
that,
on for
though?
the city.
How could you say that?
Because it's only certain people who are built like that.
And
LeBron is
so
built
why
like
isn't
that.
Russ built like
Kobe
that?
is built like that.
He's
Russ
the
ain't
most-
built
he's
like
the
that.
most triple
Because
doubles ever.
if he was built like that, he'd still be in OKC
He's
trying
a
to get them a
god.
chip.
Bro, you gotta let that go, bro. Come
I'm
on.
saying
he did
if-
everything for them.
If he was built like that,
That's why I'm
fucking
saying it's
LeBron
a
went
money
back
play.
to Cleveland and got them a chip and then left. And Cleveland will forever be grateful because he came back and he got
But
us
that's
one.
LeBron, and that was like some like
You could say the same
They
shit
was
about
writing a
Russ.
that was
story with
God
that.
like what LeBron did, bro. Nobody
Russ-
could do that.
Russ is a top tier player. I expect him to do that if he's a top tier player and you considering to go to LA.
He haven't been on his team ever, other than Durant, Harden in the first couple of years.
Bro, you talking about when
He
he, was
has no
playing
supporting
for
cast.
when he was
Houston, him and Harden, they're the same player.
it's a fire cast. You
But
telling
they're
me
the
you
same.
can't
They're
do
the
nothing
same. They're
with
the
that?
same player, though.
You can't do nothing with that.
They're the same. They both need the ball. That's the problem. LeBron and Westbrook both don't need the ball.
Nah, I find that hard to
I'm
believe.
telling
B.
you, we'll see. But I'm
We
just
gonna
saying.
Word,
agree
I
to
definitely
disagree.
find that hard to
I find
believe.
that hard to
How?
believe, B.
How?
I find that hard to believe.
How?
You got a man who's got four championships.
They
or five?
both run.
Listen.
They both run.
Listen.
Davis too.
Listen.
No.
You got a man who's
No.
got how many rings does LeBron have? 4?
I don't know.
Whatever. LeBron's got hella rings. Russ has got 0.
Yeah.
He
You
wants
got,
one.
you
Yeah,
got
he got
somebody who's got 4 rings and somebody who damn near averages a triple double.
He's not
They
gonna have a
don't
triple
go
double this
together
year.
on the same team.
Well, he's gonna have to change a little bit.
What-
bro.
what-
Not, you
gotta
think
adjust.
he's gonna change a little bit, my
You
nigga?
gotta adjust.
Overnight,
Yes,
you think he's
yes.
gonna
So-
change?
so-
He's
this
been
is
the
the
same.
professionals.
He's been the same player for
I
the
mean,
last 3
check
teams.
it out, check it out.
You
Because he
think he's
had
gonna
to
change
be.
overnight?
He had to be.
Hey, you don't
smoking
think
some
he's
fire.
got?
He had to be.
You don't think he's
smoking some
got?
fire.
You don't think
Him
he's
and
got
Bill?
side
Some
contracts
fire,
where he
B.
has to put on like this in a game? Like I don't know if you ever remember any given
Nah, I
Sunday.
think that he's an overly
Like incentives?
competitive nut job.
Yeah, incentives. Like the more triple doubles you get,
There are
here's
incentives. Yeah.
No.
So if you got them all over
Yes or
your,
no?
your
You can say
whatever
yes and
contract,
no. I think his thing
gonna
is
need
to
triple
show you
double,
like
baby.
I'm the illest point guard in the thing in the
yo,
game.
That's
he's
his
the most
game, bro.
dominant
That's
point
his-
guard.
Which
Which
I've
is
ever seen.
fine. Which is fine. Show me. I want you to be 6'1", coming down the paint, hop, step, triple double, and bang on
He's
the
6'4",
motherfucker.
but yeah.
You ain't gonna get a ring with that mentality.
Bro, I cannot wait for this.
You think
season.
LeBron is gonna
I
be on
cannot.
court?
Yo.
Can it
and
be October already?
Listen, you think
You
LeBron
did
is
say
gonna
fear
be
the
on
dead,
court?
bro.
Fear
Not
the-
don't fear the
yeah,
dead.
don't fear the dead, right?
Sounds
Wow,
wrong
ain't
You think
once.
LeBron is gonna be on
What?
court and say,
Yeah.
"Yo, give me the ball. You go over there and wait," and Russ is gonna be like, "I
Yeah.
no."
No.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think it's
I'm
going
driving
down.
the paint. Give me the foul. I'm gonna take this 2-point. I'm 3
Bro,
points away
I don't
from a
think
triple
so.
double. Nah,
We shall see.
I don't think so.
nah, but you
We
crazy.
shall see.
I don't think so.
I don't-
Crazy.
Well, that you
It'll
could
be
be.
great
think it's
for,
gonna be
I'm telling you.
for optics. It'll look fucking LeBron throwing him a ollie. That's
Okay.
fire.
Answer me one
You
question.
think they're gonna get a chip? Nah,
Answer
they
me
gonna
one
fall
question.
apart.
Are they in a better position than they were last year with Kuzma, Harrell, and Contavious Pope? With
Nah,
Westbrook?
because they got
So you'd rather those two than Westbrook?
yeah.
Bro.
Look how far they made it the year before they won a chip.
Bro,
In a bubble or not,
in a
whatever.
broken
in
bubble.
a bubble or whatnot, they still won a chip. Motherfuckers played.
Davis played.
Bro, motherfuckers in the
They
NBA.
didn't have Davis like the whole year.
People in the NBA played like there was a chip to be won. That's it. They won
Some
a
people
chip.
weren't even there.
However they got
Some
it.
people
Bubble.
didn't even travel there.
Yeah, it's cool. And some people had corona. Some people just didn't want to play because they just didn't want to play and they took a year off. Call it whatever you want.
I don't
These
like
niggas
that.
got a chip.
That's a bad example.
It's gonna be in the book as a chip. And
That's
in
true.
15 years, when his kid is 16 years old, it ain't gonna say chip bubble. It's gonna say chip.
That
Period.
season will never be forgotten.
That is
okay. First of all, and Westbrook is a better upgrade than Kuzma, Harrell, and Pope.
You're talking about 1 versus 3. I take those 3 players against him anytime.
Kuzma's whack, bro.
If you put those 3 players, if you did a game right now and said Russell Westbrook versus those 3,
That's not gonna happen, Lowe's. Now, now you're talking crazy.
All right then.
That's not gonna happen.
That's my whole point.
Give him. You could give him 2 bodies.
That's
No,
my
You
whole
could give it Westbrook, you and Los. Y'all gonna
Y'all
beat
could go in
Kuzma
on
all
this.
day.
Y'all
For-
crazy.
I'm gonna put
Forever.
money on October. We're
Forever.
gonna have a little side bet. Matter of fact, we're doing
Let-
it on
all
the
right,
camera.
we're gonna bring up
We're
the
doing it on
Lakers in
camera.
October.
Yeah.
Come
Let's
around.
you know.
Don't forget this.
The first 2 games, great. After that, buns. And I'm a fucking Lakers fan, B.
Bro, get the fuck out of
I'm
here,
a
Los. Y'all
Lakers fan
crazy.
since back in the day with Robert Horry, because that's when I first got into basketball when I was like 7, 8.
Timestamp?
So that's 98, 97. Been a Lakers fan since then. Never switched it up. Football team started with the San Francisco 49ers. I'm a Vikings fan now. I call it is what it is. Basketball, Lakers, they won.
You should be
Kobe over
embarrassed
Jordan.
to talk about Lakers.
But
for
I'm
real.
not gonna.
That's crazy.
Listen. When we took fucking Andrew Bynum, you think I was like, yo, he the truth? No,
Yeah,
it
shouts
was
to
sorry.
Jersey.
Nah.
He can play on my
y'all
team
about-
whenever he wants to.
Y'all about to take this to the street. Y'all gonna duke it out.
Y'all have to play basketball right now.
Yeah, word, bro.
Hey, all right, so
You got
put
me
some
and Hops
money
up,
on it.
chill.
Shouts to
Yeah,
Biden.
we're gonna put some money on
What
it.
we buying this week? I'm buying this one-on-one match between
What
the
do we?
two.
What do, you don't want it. You don't want that. Go for the
Ooh,
lead.
nah, you
You're
gonna
gonna
talk
end
to
up
you
in the
like that?
stands, B.
Chill, chill. Ooh, shit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come?
What we buying this week,
As soon as
man?
this camera goes
Oh, so
off,
last week, what did
Yeah.
we buy last week?
a bunch of
Oh, what did
fraudulent
we
bets.
What did we say we was buying? You bought the fraudulent bets.
Yeah.
I actually came through with the Vizan,
I just talked about what I had bought, which was the
the Sesame Place. That's
Sesame
right.
Place.
That's right. So what's on your agenda for the next purchase?
honestly, we did talk a lot about scams, so I'm like, damn, am I gonna?
I don't wanna buy
anything?
nothing.
You don't buy shit right now.
But I do need some kicks actually. So I'm gonna cop some kicks. I'm gonna do some due diligence. I'm not just gonna buy any old sneaker just because it's comfortable on my, on my dad's shit. But I'm gonna go and find some Johns. Like my man right here. He got J's on. My man got the
Iverson.
answers
Bro,
on.
Anderson.
I got.
Bro.
It ain't even got a check on the side of my joint. They Nike though. Stop playing with me.
Got them Airwalks.
I'm gonna cop down on some nice footwear.
I was supposed to have sneakers this week. It's gonna be next week because unfortunately UPS somehow, even though we get packages to our businesses every day,
Package scam.
ship my packaging back.
Package scam.
And you know what I did? I wasn't this. Hey, I was supposed to get my sneakers and they didn't come.
You better not
and
talk
I
like
had a
that.
photo shoot and you guys owe me money. Nah, I emailed the company. Yo, the fucking kicks got sent back. I really want these kicks. Can you just send them back when you get them? They said, oh shit. I don't know why that occurred, but we got you.
Can't wait
I
till
could
they
have
come
been
in.
upset.
Good
Yo,
customer
you owe
service
me
there.
15% off. Listen, please understand, folks, that in this climate of this COVID-19 and all this bullshit, that packages are getting delayed. We ship out every day. Our packages get delayed. So don't make it seem like it's the fucking company's fault. As we said on the previous episode and the previous episode before that, I don't know the fucking UPS driver. I
Yeah.
can't call the USP driver like, yo, my G, like, you taking lunch for too long.
Juan, where you at?
Sheila needs her package, bro. Like, come on. I don't.
Hurry up.
We going through the same shit. we got back orders on shit. We
Mm-hmm.
waiting for shit. So just be mindful. If you want good customer service, sometimes you just got to be mindful.
I just want to touch on the UFC fights. Next week is Derek Lewis versus Cyril Gane. Huge, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's huge.
Who you betting on?
It's a heavyweight. Lewis.
Cool, I'm taking the other nigga.
Mr. Popeyes. Take another guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking the other guy.
For real?
And I'm tripling your bet. Whatever you put
that's
up on
how we
triple.
win. Like, if you lose on that end,
I
you
lose.
win on this end, we break it down. break it
share?
Down, break bread.
No.
Put it on both fights.
Last week
Let's
I
say
went
put 100,
9
yeah, put 100 and 100 on both fights.
Last week I went
100.
9-1, bro.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, my
We up them
percentages are high.
We upping them averages.
High, yeah. So last night I went. Let me see. Let me just go through them real quick. Phil Rose successful over Orion Kosuke. That was the first fight. Nothing crazy. Zaruk Adeshev versus Ryan Benoit. That was a decision. Jin Yu Frey over Ashley Yoder. Those first three I got correct. Number 4 was a draw. Kai Kamaka was whooping Danny Chavez's ass, and they ended up going to a draw after that. And it made no sense to me, bro. But that fight was wild because Chavez got an eye poke, and then he got kicked in the nuts in like the second round. I've never seen both of those happen in the same fight to the same dude.
That's crazy. Talk about a combo.
It was wild. And then they called a draw, and he was losing the whole time.
Eye poke, nut
Fierce.
shot.
It's politics, bro. It's politics. Next one was this dude looked like Jesus, bro. I never seen this guy before. Chris Gruetzmacher. I've never seen him fight before, but him and Rafa Garcia. Rafa Garcia was the highest favorite of the night, minus 310, and that screwed me the whole night. That was a decision over for Gruetzmacher. Everybody had Rafa too, so everybody lost, I'm sure. Jason Witt over Brian Barberena. That I got that one right. That was a decision. That was probably the fight of the night, I think. I went the whole 3 rounds, and it was dope. Next one was Melsik Bagdash. Oh my God, bro! What the fuck? Bagdashev? I don't know. I'm butchering that. It was the first time I've seen this dude. It was his first UFC fight, and he was successful over Colin Anglin. That was a knockout. Got that one right too. And then I got a knockout, Jared Gordon over Nicholas Stoltz. That was a knockout. I got that one right too. And this next one screwed me, bro.
You said you made how much off these?
I lost like 50 overall.
Oh, that's not bad.
But the next fight, bro, I was sick because I always pick the Brazilians over the Americans, bro. And this girl, Gloria De Paula, she got kicked in the face, bro. It was disgusting. I got that one wrong. But the whole night, if I got that one right, I would have won 3,500, bro. It was sick. I was sick.
Don't dwell on it. On to the
nice.
next one.
Main event was a decision. Sean Strickland over Uriah Hall. He was favored anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went 7-3.
That's not
Nice.
bad. That's not
7-3, people.
Like that,
Anyway,
man.
bad. You know,
what's up with y'all?
we buying bets. We talked about scams. I think that was a lot for you guys
That
to
was a
take
stressful one,
Yes,
guys.
it was.
Yeah,
We're
you
in
know,
there, though. I'm
in
anxious
there.
now, all these scams. I want to open my phone.
protect yourself.
Yeah,
man.
protect yourself at all times. And
Protect your neck.
I did buy the van.
Oh
So
yes.
last
you
week,
did mention that.
I said we were looking for a van. I was gonna use it to rent. I was looking for something specific. I was looking for a wheelchair van, so I could use it to rent, possibly for Uber or possibly through the Toro platform, what I use to rent my cars.
And for
And
people with
we were
disabilities.
And we were also, there's nobody in the market right now renting wheelchair vans. So if you coming off the airport, I got you. And you in Jersey, you land in at EWR, holla at your boy.
Holla at Los,
And
baby.
and we were also going to use it dual purpose. So if you can't get rented out, run it around for the warehouse. Got the van. Probably be a bonus clip after this. Show you guys the van. You could scope it out and see we really about it. If we looking to buy, we buying. We don't window shop.
My man, right?
It's my man. Next week we gonna
Got
have
that.
2 pairs of kicks.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some, Donnie's bets.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got a
What
question
else?
though. You guys know how to lace Converse?
Absolutely.
Like on
I
some
haven't
on some
Chucks
fire?
in-
Yeah.
I
If
haven't
you
worn-
want, if
that's
you wanted
the man
to
right
just
there.
look like one lace going all the way up.
I don't know. I want something dope.
Let's talk to the man.
All right, so next week I'm gonna bring my
Put something
Converse,
together.
and we're gonna have Kels lace my black cons. Let's
go.
go.
All right. You can reach out to us on we are dark at gmail if you want to hit us with an email.
Yes,
Tell us
sir.
what you buying, or if anything you want to hear about, or comments about scams, anything like that. You can find us on darksideindustries.net/podcast. Customer service, the customer service podcast at Gmail. If you want to hit that email up, you can find us. We're on Spotify, we on SoundCloud, we on Apple Podcast.
In these streets.
Holla at us, all right?
Holla
Listen,
at us.
it's the customer service podcast.
All sales are final, baby.
Let's go.